We lagged.
There it fucking goes. Fucking Jesus.
Yeah,
We got a fair connection.
Alright. Shaka Boy OB, slow motion, 53. Untight, episode 6.
We've been gone so long.
It's been a while.
We moved inside.
Thank God, because it's cold as shit outside.
My computer wants to restart. Fuck itself.
Also, we kind of bailed on doing the special location episodes. We were too busy getting our hot tub, the hut tub. We were hut tubbing it.
We were in Florida.
Too much.
We're in Florida, you cunts. Where everywhere else in the entire world it's like negative 50 degrees, and we were in Florida.
We saw all the stuff dropping though. We wanted to do one, but we just decided to wait till we got back.
Spoiler alert: we both had our Xboxes and both played Hut while we were in Florida on vacation.
That's how you do. You can't
with our
miss a
families.
game.
And thankfully, I don't know if this is where we want to start out, but thankfully, because I ended up doing like fucking five flashback packs or something like that on it.
That cooldown week.
But anyways, for beer this week, we got some Elysian Dayglow IPA. They make that in like Washington or California or something. One of those bad boys. And we got Shorts Brew Soft Parade. That's
Tiger blood.
Ooh, it's that Charlie Sheen.
No tight food this week. We're just gonna drink extra beers to make up for that.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
First up here, let's just get right into them Ultimate Legends. I think that was some of the biggest news.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, yeah. And also not just out of nowhere. Another new card that doesn't have hadn't had another card previously. That Chelios.
Yeah, I saw. We were actually on our way driving to Florida. That 5 o'clock alarm I got set on my phone hit, and I was like, it's actually not an alarm. It says reminder you are tight as fuck.
So this tight shit's been going on quite some time. This shit didn't start 6 episodes ago.
And I was like, all right, I gotta check Reddit. So I'm driving down the highway, looking on Reddit, and I see like one of the first comments say, "Okay, EA, just casually drop a Chelios." And I instantly had to call this dude. I was like, dude, dropping Chelios.
I actually denied the call because I was trying to figure out where I was going at the time. My GPS was trying to tell me something, so he actually called my wife and put on speakerphone and told me through the speakerphone while I was driving about the new cards. So yeah, all still pretty expensive right now.
Yeah, I saw a video on Reddit. First of all, one person was an idiot and one person was super lucky. Someone sniped one of them a Messier Ultimate Legend for $70K.
Yeah, I saw that video
at the 3 hour mark.
Jesus,
like, wow.
Yeah, that's a gigantic fuck up. Because I feel like the prices went up because everybody thought that everybody had 7 million coins.
Yeah, which apparently some people did. So it wasn't just but yeah, they're all. I just was checking the price a little bit ago. I saw an OV for around I think it was $5.95.
They were cheaper than that like a week ago.
There's probably still some inflation going on because people think there's 7 million coins. 630 million coins, or however you want to put it, floating around out there. But I think it's kind of cool they did that because legends usually kind of teeter off. They don't become elite cards that are going to stay on the squad all year, and I think these it gives some of those legends a chance to stick around. They have synergies like a freaking MasterCard.
Right.
So
that's another thing too, is that the original legends have been in packs since the start of the game. These legends were kind of like a bump up on them. And I also think this means we're probably going to see more of them.
Yeah.
Because they originally, when they started dropping legends at the start of the game, it was a few here, a few there, next day, and until they were all in. I'm not saying they're going to drop 25 legends like they did before, but we might see another batch of these soon. So
yeah, I just don't see how these will be the only 5, especially with like the random Crosby and Ovi. I know they're clearly they're gonna be legends one day, but they're still current players. That was kind of weird throwing them in there.
I'd actually be mad if we saw a Chara one. I'm trying to think of other possible Hall of Fame players. Yeah. If we saw a Chara one that's a 96 or 95 because that makes my 90 overall one irrelevant.
Yeah.
Piss me the fuck off.
But one other little small detail about them that I thought was really cool it kind of just goes out to like Devils fans and stuff like that. Like Niedermeyer played for the Devils, had a great career there, and then his legend card is on the Ducks.
Right.
Where he also went and won a cup there at like the end of his career. But still, it's like he did so much. Yeah, he did so much for the Devils, and they printed his card in a Ducks uniform. And then even so with Messier, they gave him the Oilers card, and his other card's a Rangers card. I thought that was kind of cool.
Right.
You know.
Right, mixing it up.
Yeah.
Or like kind of like how Yari Curry has 12 different cards on all the different teams he played for.
Yeah, let's jump to that.
God,
Jesus, another.
What the fuck was the point of that?
I don't know. I mean,
those are the I won't want to call them
the outdoor set.
Yeah, I mean, but it's just like the Burns one. You don't have to do those ones in order to get the Crosby.
Right, which is always nice. I'm glad they started doing that.
So you can pick and choose kind of if you want that Carey Price and you want him on your team and get that one. And why the fuck would you get Eric Fair or Yari Curry? I mean, I guess there's probably reasons for it. They're not bad cards, I guess. Right. They're all 90s and stuff.
They do have 4 points worth of synergies apiece. So, you know, we're getting towards the end of the year where cards are getting stacked. Not the end of the year, just the end of, like, the prime hunt season.
Yeah,
you know?
We're really heading towards, like, the middle of the year, kind of, right? About All-Star break is when you start seeing a lot of these cards. Almost all the cards are out. We know what's going to happen the rest of the year, card-wise.
One cool thing I saw on Reddit, and I should have actually fact-checked it, but I'm just going to throw it out there.
Facts don't matter. That's a quote.
Someone put they didn't know why Price got the card when Lundqvist is like 4-0 in outdoor games, you know, and then they print like they give Price the outdoors card. I mean, maybe Price is better than that. I don't know. I didn't fact check it, but I thought it was something cool.
There's obviously no rhyme or reason for any of these cards because I don't think Curry ever played an outdoor game. He retired like 20 years ago before they even. He might have started playing when there were only rinks were outdoors, but I don't understand why Curry would get a card and then, like, you know, there's no rhyme or reason to these cards to begin with. So,
anything else on these or
no? I mean, Fair and Curry are right-handed. I guess that's bottom six guys if you want it.
It is usually harder to find righties, but at 90 overall, ice cards kind of.
Yeah, all my right-handed wingers are 94 at least. So
the Matthews though,
that was the top 100.
Yeah,
one right.
Top 100 in comp season get Austin Matthews, and I feel like that's like the Matthews card everyone's been waiting for. All the Maple Leafs fans. His skating's maxed out. If you're looking for your 15th and 16th point at thread the needle and silky smooth. He'll take care of that for you too.
Yeah. I almost like people. I saw people on Reddit complaining that there was being too many concrete wall cards coming out, but I almost think they need to balance it because all of these master cards have +2 to thread the needle.
Yeah.
And I need a couple of +2 to angry aggressors master cards coming around. I'm having a hard time keeping that around.
But at this point, it's like Burns had the same.
Right.
So Lanny had the same. Yeah, it's like
I can't even when you take the overview of your team and you're like, well, who could I get rid of to get points here and there? It's like I can't get under 16 points to thread the needle if I wanted to.
Because it happens to me. I know when I'm looking at my team, it just seems like the players that have the silky smooth and thread the needle are like the players I like. So it's like you just end up having that many of them. Continuing on with the same concept here, the outdoor cards, the Master card, which Mr. Rush to get the Master card already has.
You probably can't even see it. The lighting looks terrible on it, but there's a picture of Reddit just popped up. Yeah, I'm Mr. Get a MasterCard the first night, I guess. And what's funny is that when I first saw it when I was at work, I was like, I don't want that card at all. I'm not doing this. I'm not participating in this Master set. And then what did I do? Fuck the Penguins. What did I do when I came home? I had like 250,000 coins, bought some packs with the coins, and ended up pulling just about everything I needed for it. Had some gold collectibles sitting around, and I was like really, really diving deep into the stats, and it seems like
it didn't take long. Though,
well, no, then I kind of like the all 93s because it's a downgrade in like offensive stats, but it's an upgrade in a lot of defensive stats. And he'll beat your ass because it's 93 fighting, just in case you're wondering. And 90 or 93, not 95. 93 on face-offs too. And I have 4 team synergies active and a bunch of other shit that's gonna increase his skating, and so I'm down for that one. And it's going for pretty cheap. You can probably get one off the market for like 200 right now.
So just to bounce some questions off you, I know you haven't played a game with it yet, right? Or
yeah, I played like 5 games last night.
Okay, and 5-0 or pretty good.
Actually, I lied. It wasn't 5 games. I played 2 games in comp season and I went 2-0. Okay. And then I played 3 games in some offline challenges to get a mini collector's pack. And that's where I pulled that Devin Dubnyk Evo in the mini collector's pack, which I didn't know what the fuck that was, but I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm a collector. So yeah, I liked him.
So, and I know because you're running the 4, you have all team synergies but concrete wall. So I know at one point you were using the ice Crosby.
Yeah, so I just switched.
Them being both 93s, let's do some comparing.
Okay.
What do you think? Let's go. But I know you never owned the Evo, but we can still talk about it because we're students of the game.
Well, then the Evo had the same stats as the
same stats, but as far as synergies, I feel like the Evo beats the ice, but not the master set, right?
Right. What are the Evo's synergies?
The Evo has fine shooting and 2 to silky smooth.
Pretty decent. I mean, silky smooth is like that extra.
If you need the 17th and 18th point of silky smooth,
right?
But at the same time, I like to. Basically, we got this broke down into three like pros and cons things here, and when you talk about the Evo, it's got upside because of the investment, but
it's going to be a 99, and you know it's going to be whether it's now or All-Star break or.
But I mean, the Ice Crosby is just so cheap. Like you can probably get one for like 40 to 50K.
I sold mine for $39,999.
Yeah,
and it pretty much insta sold. But I mean,
what's the point of putting one up there with the 40 others that are like one?
That's really
50K cheaper.
That's really cheap.
Yeah, if you would have told me last year that next year you're going to be able to get a 93 Crosby on the market for 40K, I would call you a fucking absolute liar.
And it wasn't. That's the thing too, is that like. The base cards started out, and then all these upgrades, and then finally a 93 Crosby came out like almost halfway through the year, and it's that cheap still. That's pretty crazy. Right. When before those base cards were really hard to get, those high end ones.
Yeah, not this past Christmas, but last year on Christmas, I remember I opened. It was just a couple gold pluses. I was a gold plus guy last year even, and I pulled a base Crosby on Christmas morning. First time I ever pulled a base Crosby, and I went fucking nuts. This year, I think I pulled 2 base Crosbys and didn't even bat an eye.
Quick sold them.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I didn't quick sell them, but I mean, shit. It's just not. I like it because, I've always had like high end cards or decent high end, like mid to high cards, but so it's nothing new. But there's a lot of kids, like even my son.
Ross the Boss.
Yeah, Ross the Boss 5000. He's sitting here rolling deep with Ice McDavid, his favorite player, and just all this stuff. And it's like, in years past, he would never have that team.
So while a lot of Reddit complains about it and it being a negative, that the market sucks and all this, I was telling him before we started recording this, my favorite thing about an NHL video game is playing hockey on a video game.
Right.
And that always has been. And I like Hut. I love Hut because you get to make your own team and play that hockey game. And I think people are so quick to find everything that's wrong with everything, but it's a lot more fun. And I don't give a shit what your team is, dude. If you have fucking Jagers and Crosbys, I don't care unless it's terrible and I'm gonna make fun of it. But other than that, like I'm gonna play anybody. I don't care what your team is. And plus, if you have a better team, that's getting rid of Ice Till. Also, since you're speaking about that, we got a new our buddy here, buildagunworkshop.net.
Yeah. our sponsor.
Yeah.
We
sent us a picture of an Xbox and an NHL 18
we were like,
couple weeks ago.
Uh-oh.
And now, like 2 weeks later, my dude's stacked up his squad. He's got like Ice Stamkos, Madano's,
Ice Malkin.
Yeah, he's got
Evo
Draisaitl.
I mean, I know it's like a lower end Evo, but Evos are Evos.
I just saw the thing. He's on there playing right now. He's putting in work right now.
We were in Florida, saw him on there every day. So
he wasn't even trying to talk to nobody or nothing. He's just grinding away. So
shout out to him.
Took 2 weeks for him to get there.
Getting back to the 93 Crosby, I want your take on it. Do you think giving him the 93s across the board and then obviously 93s in his advanced stats across the board, do you think that was lazy at all, or do you think it's something cool?
I think they did it on purpose. Just because it's a different... I like that when they vary the stats, like when you had the Curry... Legend Curry, and then they went to the flashback Curry, who didn't have the face-offs.
Like a very defensive card to a very offensive card.
Right. The one Curry was could be a center.
Right.
You know,
the other
whatever.
One not even close.
Not a center.
It was like 67.
Way better. Way better
terrible
offensive stats. We're just discounting the outdoor games Curry because that shouldn't even exist.
Yeah,
it's fucking stupid.
It's just one too many.
Especially if they're going to come out with a legend one possibly for
if they come out with the ultimate giveaway. Curry, it's like...
I'm talking about the Christmas things because they're talking about 92 overall legends.
Dude, did you see that Robitaille?
Yeah.
Someone posted a 92 Robitaille on Instagram.
But
there was one thing I wanted to think.
I'd be so fucking pissed.
Me too.
Fuck that dude.
But there was just 2 quick comments about it. One was it was untradeable. It was untradeable, but I still 99% don't think the cards we'll get will be untradeable.
Really?
I don't think so. They're not going to give us 5 gold collectibles and make it untradeable, I don't think.
Untradeable?
Right.
Yeah, they're not going to let us trade our...
No, I meant they're going to be untradeable.
Yeah. Yeah, that's...
You're not going to be able to sell it.
Yeah, like last year when you got the Richards, you couldn't do it. Because you couldn't sell it anyways because everybody had it.
Right.
And now, in the next couple weeks, we're going to see everybody on Reddit asking when we're getting our Christmas rewards. Because that's the joke.
Yeah, I do like that joke.
I opened one for you, even though you're...
good, yeah. I'll shut up here. Talk about this, though.
Oh, the synergies on that on the Master Crosby. That's the thing that I think differentiates him between the Ice one and even the Evo. He's got more points than the Evo one, right? The Evo is 4.
The Evo has 3 points of synergy.
That's right, 3.
But this, I mean, he technically has 6 points of synergy. It's 5 points to team synergy, which is the most of any card out. So
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, he has 2 to LL, 2 to Silky, 1 to TN, and a Protect the Puck.
Oh, well, the Heatley that's out has 8. Right.
Yeah.
I will soon have
I guess
Heatley.
it is out. I forgot about those cards. You're right. But he's stacked. I mean, and easily obtainable. It was much easier to obtain than the Heatley.
I think that Crosby's going to end up for... Last night when I was looking on the auction house, I saw probably like 15 of them on the auction house last night before I went to bed. And that's insane for a card that just came out. Like when Burns had just came out, there were maybe 2 or 3 of them up there.
Right.
People are making those Crosbys. They're going to be probably Lanny territory. They're already Lanny territory price-wise. I think everyone's going to have it on their team eventually. And it's going to be at least a bottom 6 guy unless they're going with Evo Crosby, which then you're doing that.
They might even temporarily bench Evo Crosby for this Crosby.
Until he's
he's much better at face-offs, which... matters to some people.
Like I said, I like the fact that they did 93s across the board because his offensive stats were really high, but with all my synergies I have active, his offensive stats are getting a boost anyways mostly, and then those defensive stats, they matter. You know, I'm not one of those that likes to play your Gaudreaus and all those, even though I have Kucherov on the team now temporarily, but wasn't a fan of Kane really off and on, but I like the bigger, stronger players, and Crosby definitely plays like that with his 93s across the board.
I feel like when it's Crosby, it's like his balance that you can notice. Like you can really protect the puck and glide around people with Crosby, and he always just feels like a solid card. I've used him a few different times. Like I had his ice card. I used his base card for like a few games way back when, and then my favorite Crosby card I've had was that Milestone with Rocket Skates. That card was sick. I just sold it before it dropped too low, and then I plan on getting this master set if I can get it, because newsflash, I got hit with a 14-day banning from the auction house.
Piece of shit.
Yeah. So that sucks.
What did you get banned for? Please tell.
Yeah, I bought some coins. I bought 100K while we were in Florida, and
what'd you do with them?
That's the second time. I actually bought an Evo Roman Yossi. So was it worth it? No. Don't buy coins.
Also, don't buy Evo Roman Yossi.
No, he's decent. I do like Yossi. He has been a go-to lefty for me. Really, it was kind of just my I just accepted defeat because I could not get my hands on a Hedman Evo. So I was like,
oh, I have one, but he's not for sale.
Yeah. So I just was like, well, fuck it, I'll get Yossi.
I actually lately have been pondering getting rid of Carlson. He's the lowest scoring defenseman on my team, on my top pair, and he's expensive as fuck.
Any prospects for replacement? You should just get that Evo Dowdy instead of him.
If I sell him, I'm getting. I really want that Chelios, but his synergies suck.
Yeah. Going back to the Ultimate Legends and kind of tying it into the Crosby. That Crosby is absolutely sick. That
Gross.
Ultimate Legend Crosby.
Gross.
I think because it's like, for some reason.
I wish I could play both of them on the same line.
For some reason, dude, like Dangler Zone has just. I've always wanted it active, but there's never enough players I like. And he has Dangler Zone. He has Clutch Player to go with my Joe Sakic, which would never leave the squad. So, I don't know. I really want to get lucky and pull that Crosby, but...
I envision one day a stacked team with a fourth line of Joe Sakic at center and Mike Modano on the wing, and then like somebody else on their wing too, and that being my fourth line and just being that stacked.
Right.
It's going to happen, because those dudes aren't leaving the team.
Well, plus you have Master Set Brindamore, and whether you play...
More Masters than Tiger Woods.
Whether you play him or Sakic on like the second or third line behind Crosby is like a toss-up anyway.
Right.
It's like, I mean, you're stacked enough where you probably could just play Sakic on your fourth line if you wanted to. But he's my first line.
I could. Thornton's now on the fourth line, okay. I believe. Which I got.
He's a 92 also.
I like that Thornton with Marlowe, his buddy, his little buddy Marlowe over there.
One thing, I know we're kind of bouncing around a little bit here, but on the Xmas rewards.
Also, check out that Marlowe, that 90 overall milestone Marlowe. You might be laughing. I've never seen anybody use a Marlowe, even bullshit ass ice tilt teams. But that 90 overall Marlowe has like 90s and above, like on everything, all of his stats, and decent synergies. Ooh, that's that.
She don't even have any arms, dude.
He said, "What's in there?
Where's her arms?
What's in there? Don't worry about where her arms."
Soft parade.
Oh yeah, Xmas rewards. They already got delayed.
They did, but that's not that big.
Look, I'm Reddit.
That's not that big.
Fucking, who gives a shit? We got a bunch of rewards for not doing shit, and your shitty teams are gonna get better. Who gives a fuck? Shut up.
The other thing I thought was funny is that Robitaille that someone saw on an Instagram post or whatever. He was a 92, just like his legend card. Like I was like, okay,
what's he gonna have 90 overall face-offs instead of fucking?
I was like, what's the point? So he's still gonna be slow as fuck.
I don't see there being any way. I'm not trying to be like a Reddit user here or anything, but I don't see there being any way that this 92 overall legend is going to be somebody that we're all gonna. It's not going to be as good as last year. Well, that Richards last year was amazing.
It was, especially because 95 was like.
That was
we were like stacked with Hut heroes still.
That was first line center last year.
But when you saw like, damn, a free 95, yeah, he jumped right on the spot.
But what's crazy is a 95 overall center this year would probably be a lot of people's first line centers too. There's not much out there that high.
Well, you gotta, if you knock him down 2 overalls like they did, he's like equal to like a 93, which that is. People are in that 94 to 90 90 range.
If it's a 92 overall center, I don't even know if he'll make my team. And he'll be untradeable. So unless he's got 6 points of synergies, I don't know if I'm...
Well, you could always sell your Thornton.
I love that Thornton. Drafted by Boston Bruins. Way long time ago.
So...
Did you see, by the way, did you see Joe Thornton got his beard pulled off the other day?
I did not.
He got in a fight with Nazem Kadri. And Kadri grabbed a hold of his jersey and his beard and pulled a huge ass chunk of his beard out.
That would piss me off.
Fucking, that would hurt so much.
Yeah,
especially now that Kadri's a little
more
bitch.
Than it would hurt.
Yeah. But anyways,
they need a rematch up for that. So we're not gonna bring up the 19 Evos that have released in the last 3 weeks. Everyone's been following it. They pretty much released the last of the elites.
Everybody who thought was gonna get released, even Getzlaff this week. We had. Giroux and Marchessault. By the way, Marchessault just got a big contract.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw Bacon tweet that was a steal.
Marchessault played in the AHL. He played like 6 full seasons in the AHL, and he's making like $750,000 this year.
All right.
That's a little real life. Too much real life hockey for you.
It was like almost, it was like 5 a year, wasn't it?
Yeah, 6 a year or something like that. It's like 5 years for 30, but. That's one of the Evos I pulled. I pulled him the other night, and I pulled Larkin. And I insta-sold both of them on the quest for this Crosby and to fill out the rest of my team. Because, when you add one person... Because I got that Crosby, and I had to take off the other Crosby. Right. And that means I had to take off somebody else, and then take off somebody else. And
puzzle pieces.
Right. You can't just, I got to take off this guy, I got to replace this synergy, and,
But what we want to get to here is who's left on the Evos. Like, how long are they going to go on these Evos?
Yeah, they can't... Realistically, because most years they go November. They're all released in November.
Right.
This year, how long are they going to release them? Are they going to release them halfway through the year? They're going to stop?
Well, I feel like they could keep going on for quite a while
until team of the year, basically.
And realistically, if they have a lot of weeks like this week, where it's like some mid-level guys that will get upgrades but not be your 99s.
I felt like there was fan favorite guys this week, kind of, and young dudes like Larkin getting a Red Wing in there, and then Brock Bozer getting there because everyone's loving him, and Getzlaff, everybody wanted him.
Right. I mean, just think of it this way: like last year, Landeskog had a Movember. Do you see him getting an Evo? You know what I'm saying? Like, even
though he's really having a good year since Duchesne left,
him and McKinnon are killing it. But Duchesne had a Movember.
And there's definitely a lot of cards they could put out, especially if they are trying to put out the same exact volume that they did last year.
Right.
Maybe they get back to 5 a week for the next month or something.
But even on this list here, some definites that we got Keith, Pavelski, Weber, Backstrom, Pietrangelo, Holtby. Those are all going to be definites.
I think Kuznetsov.
Oh, Kuznetsov, yeah.
Zetterberg only has 9 cards out right now. I think he needs another one. Maybe a Yari Curry Evo.
Right.
How would you even upgrade? How would you even upgrade a Yari Curry Evo? Because he has 5 cards out.
So here's the question I want to ask you though.
What stats do you get?
What do you think about Oletang? It'll be the 5th Pittsburgh Evo.
All right. Here's what I have to ask. Does his how most cards get upgraded with their highest upgrade? Does he lose points for being injured? Does he go because he would be an 80? What is he a 90 now? Is his highest one a 90?
89.
89. But then when he gets injured for the year, is he injured for the year yet, or is that coming?
He played tonight.
All right. So when he gets injured for the year, does he go down to an 80 overall?
Because it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Yeah, I think I don't care how many people. If your team has that many people on it, then bring them. These people that.
Well, do you think they're good? I mean,
I want to see a possible.
Can they keep it even?
I don't. Who cares?
Some teams don't even have
if the best teams have. If the best teams have 5 people on them, then bring out the fucking people. People probably want a Letang. The thing about these players is there's a lot of people. The way hockey is, there are people who are fans of the team he played junior for, or fans of the Penguins, or people who are from the city he's from in Quebec, or whatever. All these different things. Bring Letang out. I don't care about, and that's me, who's somebody who hates the Penguins. I don't care. I don't care if there was
the Penguins, but has Crosby as his first line center.
If there was 7 Penguins on the team that deserved to get a fucking Evo, I wouldn't give a shit.
Right.
But also, we need a Pasternak. We need a fucking Charlie McAvoy card, for fuck's sakes. There are more players in this game that didn't get cards the first time. We need a second wave of those.
I'm sure they'll do that. What about
that? Pavelski?
Now that we're talking,
we need a Couture. There's probably a fucking good 30 more guys that are decent, all-star caliber players that haven't got cards yet.
There's probably some other goalies out there, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll figure out a Devin Dubnyk to throw in every fucking throw a wrench in everybody's fucking thing there. There's no Tuukka Rask. By the way, Tuukka Rask was the fucking star of the week. He had like 2 shutouts last week. He might be a star of the month. Tuukka Rask has been amazing.
There's no Vasilevsky either.
No Vasilevsky. Who would have known Vasilevsky would be that good? I was saying last year that they should have traded Bishop at the start of the year. Vasilevsky's amazing. But anyways, the point is there's a lot of them left.
I would like to see a Sergachev.
What's the...
When I broke down a few weeks ago and...
Well, there's a Druin.
Yeah. Well,
Druin got traded for Sergachev, and Druin sucks.
I sold my whole team trying to pull a Hedman Evo, and I was using a base Sergachev on my defense.
I pulled one on accident.
And he's tight. His base card was tight with fine shooting. So I'm looking forward to using that flash forward when I get it because I'm banned, so I can't get it right now.
I didn't even know there was a flash forward Sergachev until I got over here because I come right from work.
He's got them Corey Perry synergies, but he's looking very solid. The Markov hit us with another defender.
At least it's not an 88.
They hit us with another defender flashback. I think at this point...
Hefty's probably got Markov already. Fucking piece of shit.
At this point... People aren't really so worried about who the flashback is. They're like, all right, 1 more week until I can get Heatley. Okay.
3 more weeks now until I can get Heatley.
That's what they're counting down. So,
fuck all these flashback cards.
We had the Markov, the Amante, and then the cooldown last week where they re-released everything. The Amante is actually kind of sick, I think.
Yeah, you got him on the 3rd line or something?
Yeah, he's on my 3rd line.
I liked him. I wanted to like him last year, just couldn't ever fit him into the team.
Well, he's very comparable to Bure with synergies that make more sense. Because Bure has that 2 to Rocket Skates and 1 to Silky Smooth that's random as fuck. And
I think that 2 to Rocket Skates was good early because there wasn't a lot of good players to Rocket Skates.
Like everyone fucking has Rocket Skates.
Or you can definitely find 4 points to it.
Yeah, so, and he has the opposite, that 2 to Silky Smooth, 1 to Rocket Skates, which is super nice. Great 3rd or 4th line guy if you're stacked. If you're not stacked, great 1st or 2nd line guy.
He's not making. What if you're super stacked? 91s.
If you're super stacked,
the only player on my team he'd be better than is Amante Patrick Marleau, and he's not taking Patrick Marleau off the 4th line with.
If you're super stacked, okay, I mean you can quick sell him or sell him for $20K or whatever.
Christ, the flashback. I wish they would do another cooldown and I would get Heatley right now and be done with this fucking flashback bullshit.
Well, eventually they're going to drop some bombs. There's going to be some...
I don't even care. I'll buy them.
94s and shit.
I don't care.
There's going to be.
I'm glad. I'm glad for all you people who want to wait that out. I'm getting Heatley and I'm the fuck out of the flashback market. I'm tired of every time I have a come up and sell a card, I got to fucking buy 4 flashback collectibles for 13 or 17 or 25,000 because I have to get Heatley.
So, speaking of being super stacked, what are you anticipating this Christmas reward is going to land in your collection? Do you think it's going to make the squad?
It depends
on... Are you optimistic that it makes your squad?
Yeah, I mean, after last year, a lot of people played with Paul Bissonnette, a.k.a. Biz Nasty. A lot of people played with him on defense or on forward. And I didn't.
But we're not saying it was a good idea, but people did it.
But his discipline was like 30. But Richards was a key to anybody's team basically the whole year. So, I mean, I'm hoping it's something like Richards. I don't think it's going to be that level, but I'm hoping it's something that most people can play with.
I have a solid prediction on what I think it's going to be. But before I get to that, I have a couple more questions.
Here's an ad.
So, if you notice... One quick speculation I have is if you notice they have the 10 gold rare players and then that says an 80 that says an 86 just get out.
I just bait-based you.
I'm tagging Brandon Miles in this just so I can make fun of you.
Great.
No, so
look at 33 minutes in.
It says 86 plus player item. It's just like
they're gonna give you a base fucking Kuznetsov.
I feel like it's gonna be an inform.
You're gonna go fuck yourself.
Do you think it's gonna be an inform?
No. I think it's gonna be a random. Could be. It's gonna be like a.
But still, I know at that overall, it still could be an absolute worthless card. But
count on it.
But if it's gonna be an inform, at least at least they tried to come with something there.
Yeah.
So, give me your best prediction for. I know they had the. Did you see that picture of the 6 guys?
Yeah, the one that was tweeted like 2 weeks ago.
It was like
or whatever.
the in-game look.
Right.
It had like a Hasek and 5 starters.
I think.
Is that what you think?
I think that they have a specific legend they're going to give everybody.
Similar to the Mike Richards.
Similar to Mike Richards. Or maybe it'll be between like 2 or 3 different ones that they're going to give randomly out to people. I saw somebody predicting that you'd be able to choose. I don't think that they could figure that out.
Yeah, choosing, no.
But I also think that there's going to be something coming with those gold collectibles we're going to get. Are we getting gold collectibles too?
I think count them, 5 of them.
I think there's going to be something because a lot of people are going to be in a rush to try and use them for something.
Well, you could get that Yari Curry. He takes 5 and he takes 5 gold.
Get out.
He takes 5 gold collectibles with 10 any.
But I think since this is a 2-week competitive season, I think we're going to see another master here. Maybe some kind of all-star or something. Well, I mean, why else would they cut it in half? I think there's going to be something else.
Well, is there any outdoor games past that date?
I don't think so.
I think that's why. It's like outdoor games are only kind of...
I mean, they're going to have... They're going to need... They still could have done it for a whole month. They did.
That Christmas... I know the Christmas season had, like, the lights going on and all that. But, dude, those month-long seasons...
Right.
They get fucking
I get it,
stale.
but that means that in 2 weeks they're going to have to bust out another competitive seasons thing. They're going to have to bust out another master set.
I mean, they left us off comp seasons for like 10 days when Christmas started. I mean, they could do that shit again.
They'd be fucking assholes.
Yeah, maybe I'll finally make the Division 1 for the first time ever.
What division are you in?
I'm in Div 3 still. I'm like 3-2 in Div 3.
And excuse me, what's the quote? Put the mic in your face.
If you suck,
you suck. You suck. Okay, he gets it. Oh, did you see this new?
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, I saw them. They're irrelevant.
Yeah. Why does it say we'll update placebos? What the fuck does that even mean?
I don't know.
Somebody is not from America.
Well, they do have 4 synergies because they're bronze cards. But can they, for fuck's sake, give Jonathan Taze an upgrade? Like, he's
scored a goal tonight. By the way, I saw it at work.
They give him another 88.
My team leader at work is
saw Jonathan Taze at work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we might as well have. My team leader's a Blackhawks fan, and he was like, Taves scored. And I was like, oh, I didn't know he knew how to do that. And he was like, yeah, he forgot how to play hockey for this season.
Jeez.
Taves scored a goal. So, no, he can't get an upgrade. What else we got on here? Blah, blah,
we want to
blah,
talk about
blah.
the glitches going on. We want to touch on those. The 7 million coins, we've touched on it a few times here, but they got to do something to fix that. I mean, I don't see it just going.
They can do.
I'm sure there's something they can do. Like, if they know they
give everybody 7 million coins.
No, but if they know they gave out 630 million, they can. You know what I'm saying? If they know the total of coins they gave out, there's going to be a way to fix it.
But how are they going to get all those cards back that people had for sale and those people bought? They got to give all those cards back to the other users that put them up for sale. They got whatever else they did. They could have bought packs with those cards or packs with those coins and got a bunch of stuff in packs.
That's what I would have done.
And they could have done the Crosby set. They could have done fucking...
Yeah, I realize there's probably...
There's like too... I feel like there's too much.
I'm not saying that they're going to be able to fix everything, but...
Maybe they should just ban them.
Yeah.
For 14 days.
I mean, I'm banned, so fuck you guys.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, whatever. If you got 7 million coins, I'm jealous, but
just
fuck
hit
you.
me, break me off with 1 million, and a like and a subscribe and a fucking comment.
The bronze glitch, we were in Florida. I missed out on that, but I damn sure caught Brian Storms, or whatever. I caught his video late night, and I was like, I shot out of bed to try that shit, only to find out it was patched.
I don't know if I'd had the fucking patience to fuck around with all that bullshit.
But it's just easy. You just quick sell. Quick sell and make money. I mean, this coming from a dude that don't even have the time to fuck around with the challenges.
Hey, I did 3 challenges last night.
They're just free packs.
Mini collector's pack. I'm selling that Devin Dubnyk tonight, son. For like $50K. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Maybe he should fucking take over.
One lucky Minnesota Wild fan.
Or somebody with the last name of Dubnyk.
All right. What else we got here?
I don't see a whole lot.
All right, we don't have a team review for you guys this week, so now that we
got something special.
Now that we had a few beers in us, we're gonna do something a little crazy.
Oh, you have one beer in you, exactly one beer.
No, I pre-gamed.
Oh, okay.
I pre-gamed like as I should.
All right.
We actually we're on Xbox One here.
Let's both pick a number 1 through 100.
All right, I'm gonna pick 11, and what do you got?
53.
All right.
What's 11 plus 53?
6-0.
Right.
So we're gonna do team 60. We're on Xbox top 100 leaderboards. We're gonna go to team number that's ranked 64, and I don't care how fucking tight your team is. We're roasting your team.
We should have roasted 66 because they're in Division 6 somehow, like a bunch of dipshits.
Jesus, they probably comp seasons is comp seasons. So Lucky.
That's not comp season though, is it?
No, yeah, you're right. But I'm saying he's probably in Div 6 because all he does is play comp seasons.
Oh, you can. It's also like one of the top 10 dudes is in like Division 9 because he drops games all the time. He's lost. He's like 600 and 1200 is his fucking record. Yeah, he's banging out of games on purpose.
That's tight of him.
Yeah.
So D Maury with an X at the beginning for some reason.
Don't ever do that.
Club name Shamrocks. We're roasting your team, and guess what? It better be a full lineup.
I better see Crosby's and Aginlas and Jagers.
It's probably gonna be way better than mine.
Okay.
Oh, God.
All right. Well,
right away.
I tell you what, Paul Wall would like this team because this shit is iced out. His first line center is Evgeny Malkin, who is not good at faceoffs, if I do remember correctly. 78 at faceoffs.
On the dot.
Phil Kessel and Johnny Gaudreau.
All ice cards.
So if you have a Chara, you could actually just hit all of them at once and knock them out. Second line, all ice cards too.
We got the bread man on the left wing here with Austin Matthews and
Patty
Kane on the right wing.
All bitches as well. Just what this dude. Did he just start playing or something?
I mean,
why does he have?
He's ranked 64.
Why does he have these cards?
I don't know.
Third line.
We got
Primetime Mitch Marner.
Yeah.
Team of the week William Karlsson and Ice Radulov.
I wish I had that hair, dude. I don't know why.
By the way, yeah, that William Karlsson has the flow of the century.
I wish I had that hair. I feel like I would grow I can grow hair. Don't get me wrong, but there was just a period of time in between where it looks like that and this. You look really stupid.
Yeah.
And I just can't.
I
can't go through
if
that.
you have a hockey helmet or a hat on all the time, then it doesn't get noticed as much. But also, Radulov looks like a complete fucking retard.
Yeah, Jesus.
And then,
oh my God.
And then a couple of Christmas Sedines on the fourth line with Jordan Eberle.
I didn't even.
Here's
know
what I suggest to you.
Had cards this year.
Here's what I suggest to you. I know that you're probably way better in this game than I am. Possibly, I've never played you, but get Sedin off your fucking teams. Get Sedin off your teams. Get Sedins off your team.
Yeah, he's a Canucks fan.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Where's the Bozer at?
Why? Well, no, fan. That Bozer's worth more than his whole team. Fucking.
Well, I guess his fourth line together does have 5 points of Silky Smooth, so maybe that's it. But let's get to the defense. We got okay. Maybe this Sergachev's looking good. He's got this Sergachev on his first line D pair with Ice Petriangelo. We got Ollie
Oh God, it's Ollie Ulevi. Another Vancouver prospect, I do believe. So that could make sense.
With Ice Weber, and on the bottom pairing we got Ice Shack
God. And prime time Dmitry Orlov.
Big time 84 overall.
No one's ever said the words prime time and Dmitry Orlov in one sentence before.
All right, now this is the best part of this. Guess his goalie. Before we go look at it, who's in net for him?
Ice Mike Smith.
That's probably a solid guess.
Ice Mike Smith is the only thing that makes sense.
I'm gonna go Ice Bobrovsky. Everyone is using Ice fucking Bobrovsky.
Bobrovsky sucks. Carter Hart. IPOTG Carter Hart with the backup.
Ice Holtby as the backup.
We were both wrong on the
but on the right trail.
Right. Jesus Christ.
Oh man. So we landed on a solid one there on the roaster team.
I'm not done.
No, we landed on a solid one because the worst thing I wanted to go to is like look at a team that had fucking Aginla,
right?
Just 99 Yager,
just the most stacked team possible.
We have to like try so hard to make up jokes.
Man, I want to just keep doing that. We just roast the entire top 100 and do like a 6-hour fucking video.
Oh man, we could do one more.
One more
quick one.
Okay,
we'll just go to 100.
Okay,
100. We'll keep it 100.
100
challenge. Here we go.
This one's gonna be a stacker.
Yeah, this one's gonna be stacked. I have a feeling.
There's a.
Take a little bit.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. A couple Evos in the first line.
We got
McDavid and McKinnon. Stamkos playing center.
Yeah, that's
interesting.
Some people.
There's a lot of Stamkos centers.
Well, I think it's some of his. He has like decent strength, and his face-offs isn't horrible with 83. Ringing in at 83.
Pretty bad. I guess if you're good at face-offs, the face-off doesn't matter that much.
Right.
Lanny playing center. What on the fucking earth?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, second line, Lanny, McDonald, Master, Lanny's playing center with Ice, Gaudreau, and Evo, Blake Wheeler. More stackness.
Kind of another weird line. One thing I did want to take note when we look at these is because not everybody actually plays with the whole righties on the left wing, lefties on the right wing. You know, not everyone does do that. And I notice sometimes when I go through and look at people's teams, I kind of thought that it was like a majority of people that do that. But as you look through people's teams, you realize people don't. They kind of just... just getting out there and being ultimate. With
a Crosby, Kucherov, Ovechkin, third line, Ice Kucherov and Ice Crosby, and one of Ovechkin's 10 milestone cards.
93 milestone Ovi. Fourth line, we got Scheifele, Ice Giroux, and that legend Bure.
I actually thought of something the other day, similar to how I was talking about playing two right-handed defensemen or two left-handed defensemen. I think on power plays, playing like two left-handed defensemen and then playing three right-handed forwards.
Really and then don't like that beer.
You don't like it?
No.
It's fruity as hell. I thought you'd like it. It's strong.
It's kind of... I don't know. That was the first sip. I was like, I definitely don't like it. And the second sip, I was kind of like,
okay.
I think it's like the aftertaste. It doesn't taste bad until the aftertaste hits me.
That blackberry.
Yeah, I don't know. It's anyway.
But anyways, I figured picture a power play where if you have three guys all right-handed, and like around the net, three guys right-handed. If you have a guy over here, he's got three options to throw one-timers to from this side. So
like a center, a right-handed center with a right-handed wing, and then like a D-man.
Right, just
mix it
up.
What you play.
Well,
anyway,
I would almost play the other way and play two left-handed defensemen and three right-handed forwards. That way, if you move up, you can move up. You know, brush in with the defenseman, and then you got three right-handed forwards coming in. Just a thought, something different. But yeah, I'd say pretty stacked team without being super stacked. Throwing some ice cards in there.
Defense, we got Ice Carlson, everybody's favorite ice card, with Niedermeyer, Legend, Gonchar, and Burns in the second D pairing, which that's the D pairing.
Christmas Burns.
Yeah. Santa Burns. See, that's the only Burns. When we say Burn, well, Evo Burns, his stats aren't there, but his synergies are. So
he didn't have that good of a year starting out. So
yeah. He didn't get an ice card. And 92 Subban, so the new one, this week's Team of the Week.
I got the 91.
And Victor Meat.
Victor Meat. He's a Canadian.
With the beautiful fucking synergies of Silky Smooth, TN, and Rocket Skates. Now it's time to play Who's This Man's Goalie?
Bobrovsky. Ice
Bobrovsky. This guy has a lot of Evos. You think he's going to stoop to that level?
I don't. The Ice Bobrovsky is like one of the highest ones.
He could have Evo Bobrovsky. That's a 94. But I'm going to go with this team. I'm going to go Evo Carey Price. Think so?
Seems like a Canadian fella. I was going to say Rene just because like a lot of people playing Rene like me.
He's got Evo Rene in net.
My goaltender of choice.
Clearly brain dead. No, I'm just...
Well, goalies don't matter, so...
Yeah, they don't. I'm actually... now since we're getting towards the end here, going on 50
minutes. Extra long, 3 weeks off episode.
Is your goalie still Pecorine?
My goalie is still Pecorine. He still sucks dick. I still don't give a fuck. You know why? Because all goalies suck, and I will not fucking fret over making that change. Well, my goalie sucks. We need to change it. No, you don't. They all suck.
I actually
do yourself a favor and don't switch goalies.
In the heat of me selling a bunch of cards trying to get Evo Hedman,
Victor Meat.
Whatever.
I know it's just funny because it's Meat. His last name is Meat.
Right. I had to downgrade my goalie, but have since then upgraded during Evo Mageddon. During the re-release of all the Evos, I actually picked up Evolution Jonathan Quick, JQ.
You gave him the full Evolution and Jonathan.
I had to put some respect on his name.
Not Evo John.
So
Evolution Jonathan.
I picked one of him up basically because of synergies, but at the same time, I just figured by the end of the year he's going to be high rated, and we'll see how that goes. Goalies don't matter, so whether he's 90 or 95, we'll see how he plays. Suck. He's been decent, but I'm banned right now, so I can't play more games. But probably gonna miss out on the entire comp season because I'm banned.
Sucks.
But yeah, it's my fault. I'll just play a bunch of games on my son's account, like literally my son's account.
Maybe you
Not
should.
An alt.
I guess it technically could be an alt account.
Yeah, well, I'll just boost him up in comp seasons and he'll get some packs and shit.
You should make a post on Reddit crying about it.
I posted on it. Well, it was really more of a question. It was more of a question.
I really have to blow my nose. Is this podcast worthy?
Yeah, that's sure.
This is how we do it in the Midwest. Everybody got colds and shit.
But I think we pretty much touched on everything.
That's 3 weeks of stuff packaged up into one.
I know we didn't touch on probably every card that came out. Like, there was that 97 outdoor Ovi that dropped today. Just another Ovi, no biggie.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Fuck's sakes.
Wasn't there a decent outdoor card yesterday? It was a 92 Tarasenko dropped yesterday.
Not bad. I was thinking about getting it. Synergy-wise, pretty good.
For some reason, the only Tarasenko I've literally ever used was that 97 Team of the Year they gave us for free last year. That's the only one I've ever used, really.
I liked his Evo when I had it, when it was 88 or whatever it was. But
you held on to it. That got hit with that ice.
It's alright. I still sold him for like 3 something when he was that low. So
right,
it's not that big of a deal. But I think we got 3 weeks of stuff packed into one podcast here. Definitely.
We're gonna let my shotgunning record brew a little bit. It's
till it's warmer.
Yeah. Well, garage. I feel like it's at a nice time to where it's probably unbeatable. So we'll just let it ride for a little bit. If you guys want to practice for the next couple weeks, but that'll be fine.
If you're watching still now at 52 minutes in, do us a favor. If you haven't subscribe. Fucking like the video. Share it with your moms and them.
Comment. We like talking to people.
Tell us we're ugly and we suck at Hut.
We saw your comment, Wood Puncher. We saw it. I'm glad you pulled the Hedman.
Me too. I did see that too. I saw that too. They pulled the Hedman, and he kept the Gaudreau or something.
Yeah, he kept
the whole story. Fucking, that's a Hut success story.
I'm glad you liked the. I saw the upgraded team. I saw you made some changes we suggested, and I hope you're fucking just out there getting W's. So, we would like to do some more of those. Hit us with your Hut DB in the comments, and we'll get right on that shit. I love dissecting squads, seeing what you could do differently. I recently got a tip that our podcast is not too beginner friendly with Hut.
Oh,
we do kind of get more into in depth.
We should do a little beginners corner.
Yeah, we could have something. We could have something to do with that in the future, especially going forward. We will be doing NHL 19 videos, so I feel like now we're in the middle of the year. Beginner's Corner might be...
we can throw a little something in there.
But definitely we'll hit it hard with NHL 19. So
throw a basic little 5-minute basics in there.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think we covered everything.
Definitely covered everything.
More than everything.
That's all right, though. It's just about conversation here. So this has been another episode of Hut's Tight. Episode 6.
We think.
It's definitely okay. 6. We'll see you for episode 7 in 2 weeks, celebrating my unbanning. And that's it. It's been another tight one.
Tight.